Hey everybody, happy Monday. It is a beautiful day here at Healing Touch Chiropractic, and I wanted to get on and talk a little bit. So we've had a family that started care with us. This will be week 3, and so mom and 2 little kiddos that started, and first started coming to see us with their younger son, who has is just go go go. Does not sleep until he crashes. He, from the time he wakes up, is literally nonstop. And so, early on, mom and dad just kind of thought, oh, well, he's a boy. This is a little bit different, I suppose, than the older child who's a girl. So kind of justified it in their head. Okay, he's a boy. This is a little bit different. Until they started talking to other parents of boys and realized, oh, there's something a little bit more going on here. So they've been under care for, like I said, this will be week 3, I believe. And so mom came in this morning and was not really concerned, but had a question. So Saturday night, let's see, we saw him 3 times last week. We saw him Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I believe. Saturday night, this little dude slept for 3 hours. And it wasn't just that he passed out and then woke up. He was bouncing around, active, like it was 10 o'clock in the morning when he should have been sleeping. And so we had talked Friday about the detox that happens when we are going through chiropractic care. And so if you're familiar with what detox is, a detox happens when our body is literally getting rid of toxins. So it happens, most commonly people think of it when they start a new nutrition program, or they clean up their eating, that they notice their body is kind of complaining about the changes that they're making. And I don't mean complaining as in they're bad, complaining because you don't always feel the greatest, or the symptoms that your body displays aren't always the most positive. So in the case of this little guy, what happened with him was that his body has been in that constant go, go, go since birth. All right. And so with chiropractic, what's happening when we are calming down his nervous system? His body is going through a detox. So the first stages of healing that happen with chiropractic care, as we're getting things moving again, and that's most commonly what people think of as with chiropractic care, is that I shouldn't say all that it does, but that the big piece is getting the joints moving again, which, yes, far and away that is a huge part of what we do here. What most people don't know is that the other stages of healing that happen with consistent care. So anyways, as we are getting those joints moving, the body gets rid of toxic crap that builds up in our joints. So just like with an exercise routine, with a healthier nutrition protocol that we're following, our body is getting rid of garbage that builds up in joints. And sometimes we get kind of, I don't want to say less than awesome symptoms, but yeah, less than awesome symptoms. Here's the other thing. It is not just the chemical crap that our bodies are getting rid of. So everything that our body experiences ingrains a pattern in our brain, okay? We develop a defense mechanism for dealing with everything that we take in. So physical, emotional, chemical, all that stuff, our brain has a pathway for handling it. And so with chiropractic, when we're actually providing an adjustment to an area, not only are we just getting those joints moving, we're actually training the brain to a higher, more efficient, more organized pattern, you'd say. So the detox symptoms that we experience a lot of times are related to that. Your body is like, whoa, what the heck is this stuff? We were surviving and thriving. Well, not really thriving. We were hanging on by a thread doing what we were doing before. And now you're coming in and changing stuff. And your body moans and groans. And it does this by, in this little kid's case, that he was super amped up. If you think of spring cleaning, and everybody's favorite thing, right? You're in your linen closet and you want to rearrange. You need to get rid of old stuff, put in new stuff. What do you do? How do you do it? Well, you would think that I wouldn't know this based on how dirty my house is. What you do is you take all of the stuff out of that closet, and it looks like you have a hell of a mess in the room, in the hallway, wherever the heck your closets are, okay? Then as you start putting things back in their organized spot where they're supposed to go, it's like, oh, well, things looked like they had gone astray for a second, but now that we're back on our course correct, oh, I can see the end goal. It's really easy sometimes in chiropractic care, especially if the chiropractor doesn't tell you that that's going to happen. So at Healing Touch, we are very open book, and so we've actually had very open and earnest conversations with this mama that this is going to be something that happens. Another interesting thing actually that she told me last week is that he's been increasingly thirsty, which is really cool and normal, right? As we're talking about detox and body getting rid of old and making way for new, his body naturally told him, oh, I need to drink more water. How cool is that? It's awesome. So the point to remember here is that sometimes those negative, those bad, the stuff that we don't want to happen when we're starting care that does happen, first of all, it's not going to be there for forever. Second of all, it's natural in our body's healing period, and we want to see it. We want to see that the body is responding and doing something to organize itself and get to those higher, more efficient patterns of healing. All right? If you have questions, please comment on here, reach out, or if you're ready to be like, oh, what's going on? Schedule an appointment with us. All right? Thanks, everybody.